Welcome back to Tabletopped, and guess the edition, as seen previously on this show. That's right, I'm claiming it. You can't copyright rules. And we're going to play a game where these bozos are going to try to guess that edition. Ow! And we're going to be having them guess between the all of the, well, not all of them, but most of the editions of Dungeons and Dragons that have been released over the past 50 years. Wow. Storied history of this game.
I'm old.
Why doesn't everybody introduce themselves and tell us your team names?
My name's Nick, and I'm here from Kansas, Mississippi, and I'm trying to win me a D&D book, and my team name is Kansippi.
Kansippi.
Kansippi, that's me in my hometown. All right, on to the next person.
Hi. I didn't know there was prizes. I'm Rio, and I'll be representing the Rio Grande.
Nice.
Rio Grande Riders.
Rio Grande Riders, I love it.
Hi, I'm Shade, the only one who hasn't won at this game yet. And I am representing Salt Lake City.
What's the city?
Salt Lake City.
Salt Lake City.
Because I'm salty.
But is that your team? Your team is Salt Lake City?
I guess so.
The Salt Lake City Shades. Great. So
The Kansippi Sticks.
I went to this
Big Daddy Salt Lake City.
Let's do it.
Snake Daddy.
So I went to this game thing not forever ago, like a couple months ago.
Yeah.
And they had like a little raffle thing going on. And one of the things that they raffled off like a bunch of stuff, and then the last thing that they were trying to raffle off was the Dungeons and Dragons 2024 Player's Handbook. Nobody wanted it.
That's fucking insane to me.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
I don't know.
Which handbook was it?
The 2024 PhD.
This is what we're asking. Pick which one on your cards.
Yeah, which one was it?
The 2024 New Player Handbook.
Okay, so I'm going to read a quote from the from an edition of Dungeons and Dragons, and you all have to guess which edition it is. Your options are going to be from original Dungeons and Dragons, which we're going to be calling 0E, Advanced Dungeons and Dragons First Edition, which we're calling 1E, Advanced Dungeons & Dragons 2nd Edition, which we're calling 2E, Dungeons & Dragons 3rd Edition, the first WotC edition and Hasbro edition, which we're going to call 3E, Dungeons & Dragons 4th Edition, which we're calling 4E.
Hold up, Franco.
What?
But isn't there an edition between 3E?
Why do you say this
and 4E?
every time? You didn't bring up the basic expert set at all. You didn't bring up the rules cyclopedia, but for some reason 3.5 is the only one that you know about that you care to interrupt me about. Not the Greyhawk supplement or the Blackmore supplement or whatever.
Man.
You're like, oh, specifically this one. Listen, we're not going to talk about 3.5. We're not going to talk about the basic and expert set. We're not going to talk about the rules cyclopedia. We're not going to talk about the Greyhawk supplement, which introduced thieves, which was stolen by a group in California, from a group in California, without hardly any credit. And then you didn't let me finish. 5th edition of Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition, and then finally the 7th option, which is the 2024 Dungeons and Dragons Rules Update.
Woo! Name that just flows right off the top.
Yeah, there's no shorthand for that one.
We could just call it 6th edition.
No, it is the 2024 Dungeons and Dragons Rules Update.
All right.
Okay,
Let's
great.
get into it.
All right. Immediately gets on his phone.
Judge. Wait, are you looking up the answers?
Yes,
yeah, what the fuck?
Absolutely.
Put your phone away.
I will.
Well, you can't because I read them all off of OCR documents, and there's no way you're going to find this. Weapon specialization is obtained by devoting extra weapon proficiency slots to the chosen weapon. To specialize in any sort of melee weapon or crossbow, the character must devote 2 slots. 1 slot to become proficient with it, and then a 2nd slot to specialize in it. Would you like me to read it again?
No, I think I'm gonna get it.
I'm ready.
The same amount of chances.
Hey, like I know what I picked and it's right, but what did you pick?
Are y'all locked in? Because
I'm locked in.
I picked 2nd edition.
Okay.
Picked
Shade
3rd edition.
Shade picks second. Rio picks 2nd. Nick picks 3rd. It is 2nd edition Dungeons and Dragons.
No! Kansippi, I'm sorry.
So I had the good fortune of I've been trying to.
You've been reading all of the editions of D&D?
No.
I was like so excited.
It's awesome.
Glug, Rio Grande Riders.
No,
Get wet.
I decided I wanted to play through the old Black Isle games again. So I was like playing Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 and Planescape, and that is 2E based and fucking love it. No, 2E is good. Just the combat systems inside of those video games sucks. I hate them.
Yeah. Great.
I can't
Next.
believe I lost.
You didn't lose. You just didn't get an answer
I've
right.
lost everything.
We have like 9 more questions.
I mean, yeah, we have like 37 questions. That's fine.
Woo!
Okay, tall, slim halflings are called tall fellows. That's it. You want me to read it again?
Are you kidding me? Yeah.
Tall, slim halflings are called tall fellows.
Not first edition. It's not 0 edition.
I got mine.
I got mine.
Yeah.
Show them up, Nicholas.
We got 1E for me.
1E for me.
I thought it wasn't. There weren't a lot of races.
Nick, you said 3?
Yeah.
It is 3.
Yeah.
Yes!
Yeah.
I did it.
Yeah.
Dude, you were too desperate for points on question 2.
Kansippi, that's why you sent me to represent you.
I love you, Mom. I love you, stepmom.
Were they still calling it Hobbits in 1E?
No.
No?
They stopped
Okay.
calling it hobbits and... Wait, actually, I shouldn't say. You're trying to trick me. Okay, next question. First, the referee must draw out a minimum of half a dozen maps of the levels of his underworld, people them with monsters of various horrid aspect, distribute treasures accordingly, and note the location of the latter, 2 on keys, each corresponding to the appropriate level.
God,
You know, I know-
barely
Sorry, that was one.
decipher that.
Sorry, that was one sentence. Let me say it again. I feel like I said it weird at the end. First, the referee must draw out a minimum of half a dozen maps of the levels of his underworld, people them with monsters of various horrid aspect, distribute treasures accordingly, and note the location of the latter 2 on keys, each corresponding to the appropriate level.
So we just did an episode where I said that it doesn't matter what system you play, it's all just the same thing. But also, fuck that.
I think
What, you guys don't do that?
I'm locked in.
It's actually super easy to do that.
This is why I think I've chosen the one I've chosen. Is that I could barely understand the sentence,
Yeah.
and so I feel like it's an earlier written.
It also used the
rule
word
set.
referee.
Yeah.
I only ever make at least half a dozen maps.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, you just draw 6 levels of a dungeon map, and then people them with monsters of various horrid aspect, distribute treasures accordingly, and then note the locations of the latter on 2 keys, each corresponding to the appropriate level.
That's right.
Pretty straightforward.
Pretty straightforward.
I do that all the time, anytime I build a dungeon.
Yeah.
Easily peasily.
All right, let's have it. Hey, you're all right.
Yay!
This is original Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
It's actually really great advice.
Oh, it's magic. 'Cause there's 3 of us. That's
yeah,
all
yep,
OE.
yep, yep.
Perfect. I love
That
it.
reminded
Very
me
good.
of one of those bowling animations. Once, like,
God. Those are so wild.
Yeah,
Like, who works on, like, who is tasked with that?
Because honestly, have you,
I think there's a college in the Midwest. It's just like bowling graphics
like a-
design degree.
They
My
made some
re-
very inappropriate ones before,
for
too.
real.
Yeah.
My reels are showing me some that are absolutely horrifying, and I don't know if they're made up by like new people or if they were actually ones. Like one of them was it was like a gutter ball one or double gutter ball, and it was like a ball that was being beaten up by pins, and then like a superhero ball flies down and all the pins are like, huh, and then another pin hits it with like a bat and it falls down, and it's just everyone hitting these 2 bowling balls, and it goes double gutter ball.
Oh my God.
Jeez Louise.
How violent.
Gutter.
Yeah.
Gutter,
I don't know,
gutter.
man. All right.
You're the one. You make the bowling so much fun. You guys know that song?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that song.
While it is possible to generate some fairly playable characters by rolling 3d6, there is often an extended period of attempts at finding a suitable one due to the quirks of the dice. Furthermore, these rather marginal characters tend to have short life expectancy, which tends to discourage now new players, as does having to make do with some character of a race and or class which he or she really can't or won't identify with. Let me say that again.
No, I want you to never say that whole time.
I think I know what it is, but I don't.
Care.
Don't care. Okay, let's do it. I think that I'm going to be way off.
I got mine.
Let's have it.
I got a 1E.
I'm saying 3.
I'm saying 4E.
It's definitely Rio with 1E. Yeah. This is some Gygaxian ass pros.
It is, but also I didn't feel like he would even give two shits about the short-lived.
That's why it was 1E.
Yeah, but like he said, it may be short-lived. I don't even think he would comment on it, so I was
No, I mean,
surprised.
you know.
He did.
Yeah.
I thought I thought that was more toward like gearing you towards running a longer term campaign, to your point.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's definitely like more of a 4E, 3E.
Yeah, all you guys listen to that wrong. I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Rio is getting so cocky. I love
I'm
it.
being cocky. I just like nothing you're saying makes sense to what I just heard.
Okay. All right, hit us with the next. I got to win some points back.
Your players have to know that you're fair in designing encounters. It's fine to throw tough encounters at them, and sometimes to let them face monsters they can't beat. But it's not fair if the players have no way to know if they can't win the fight, or have no way to escape. Can you say that again?
No, I'm locked in.
Yeah,
I got
feel
my
like
answer.
I know.
Actually, I would like that again.
Okay.
Your players have to know that you're fair in designing encounters. It's fine to throw tough encounters at them, and sometimes to let them face monsters they can't beat. But it's not fair if the players have no way to know they can't win the fight or have no way to escape.
All right, I got something. We're going off vibes.
That's all you can do, bro.
I got it.
None of us have read all these books.
Let's have it.
4E.
5E. I updated.
Ding, ding, ding.
Nick says 2E. Shade says 4E. Rio, you are correct. It is the 2024 Dungeons and Dragons rules update.
Yeah, that sounded like a bunch of woke nonsense.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly. The Super Wokio brothers.
Well, this is the thing. Is like the thing where it was talking about fairness, and I'm like nobody fucking cares about fairness.
I apologize for my recent comments.
What was your thing? What did you pick?
Well, I picked 2E because I was like, they don't give a fit. Like these people don't care whether or not you live or die, but they're all about it being fair and it being run.
No, fairness doesn't come into play until 4th edition.
Maybe 3.
Because it also feels adversarial, which I feel like was more of an earlier referee.
Well, this is where I was. That's where I was coming with.
I kind of used my
here.
Gygax voice on it.
The verbiage was obviously in the later 3, but it sounded so fucking obvious that I really just thought, no, this is when they were trying to make it more like a video game.
Yeah,
I can see that.
Yeah,
and maybe they are.
Rope.
Another rope.
Another rope. Fuck, did I use this one already? I don't remember. Rope, whether made of hemp or silk, has 2 hit points and can be burst with a DC 17 strength check.
Yeah, you did already use this one. But I do forget.
I've used a lot of rope ones though.
Can you do it one more time?
Rope, whether made of hemp or silk, has 2 hit points and can be burst with a DC 17 strength check. I've been trying to be diligent about marking them off, but perhaps I missed one.
Well, this is really interesting because, like,
is it?
stats,
It's rope.
You know,
You know what I'm realizing is I really hate it when things are read twice.
That's fine.
I'm gonna go with something, and I know it's wrong, but I don't think I'm gonna win this.
Everybody, say your name and then say the thing that you picked.
Can you read it one more time? No, I'm just kidding.
I will burn the house down.
My name's Nick from Kansippi, and I did 3E.
Okay.
Shade, I'm saying 5E.
Okay.
This is the Rio Grande Riders. Get wet. We're saying 3E.
Shade, you're correct. It's 5E.
Whoa! That's a big upset, Rio. How you feel?
Oh, he's still 1 point
I'm
ahead
not
of
as
me.
invested in this as you are.
He's still 1 point ahead.
He's just mad because I repeated it.
I just hate that every question's been asked twice. They're so long and have so many words.
I'm sorry. The game features humankind for a reason. It is the most logical basis in an illogical game. From a design aspect, it provides the sound groundwork. From the standpoint of creating the campaign milieu, it provides the most readily usable assumptions. From a participation approach, it is the only method for all players are, after all is said and done, human.
Okay, I've got mine.
Yeah, I'm gonna lock this in too.
Okay, ready?
No, I'm not ready. Can you read it again?
Really?
Swear to fucking
okay.
Christ.
No, I can read it again.
No, it's all right.
Hey, I'm nothing if I need to provide accommodations for my students.
Thanks.
So
I appreciate that.
do you want me to read it again?
No, I'm gonna lock in. I'm gonna lock in.
All right, let's have it.
Rio with OE.
Shade OE.
Nick from Kansippi with 1 E.
Nick, you are correct. First edition.
Yeah. As soon as I realized you and I both selected, I was like, we're wrong.
if I pick something that Rio picked is wrong.
No, just
Maybe if
lowers
you
the
guys
chances.
really listened and maybe we should have read it again.
He's still 1 point
really
ahead of
get it.
us.
What's your favorite Ludacris song? Stand up. If you've been knocked prone, you need to take a move action to get back on your feet.
Okay.
Wait, did you say stand up?
I did.
That's fun.
Stand up.
Stand up. Is that your favorite Ludacris song?
No, mine's move, bitch, get out the way.
Sure, yeah.
You know, with him with the Hulk. Have you seen the music video?
Is he
has, like,
wearing the
huge-
fist?
Yeah, he has the huge.
Is
fist
that the one
on,
where
he's
he
in the
was
bathroom
fist-
and he's like smashing all the urinals? It's fun.
Yeah. I do remember that.
I had a friend that would sing that under their breath in high school, going through the walls, just constantly.
Yeah.
Going through the walls? Holy shit.
Alice,
The halls.
my
I'm sorry.
wonderful fiance.
It's okay.
Did I say walls? Or are you?
Yeah, you said
fucking-
walls.
It sounded like you said walls, yeah.
I said halls.
She has like a couple she has like a couple of Nicki Minaj songs, but she also has a stable of Ludacris songs that she can go do the whole thing.
Great.
It's amazing. It's very fun. She loves Luda. Okay, let's keep going.
Stand up. If you've been knocked prone, you need to take a move action to get back on your feet.
I'm ready.
It's Shade coming in with 3.
Stand up, colon, I should say.
Get wet. 3E.
This is Nick, and this is 5E with Kansippi's approval.
You're all fucking wrong.
4E?
It's 4th edition.
Damn it.
I was about to change it, but I didn't.
Again, as soon as you said 3, I was like, fuck.
Why am I like the heartbreaking wrong
It's
answer?
pretty fucked up.
You're doing better than us, but the idea, so the more that, because you have the advantage here, the more that you and I have the same answer either means that I am wrong or that nothing has moved forward for me.
What Shade
Yeah.
needs is for you to pick a different thing from him and be wrong for him
Correct.
to catch up.
Correct.
Oh.
So every time he sees
I mean,
you
that's
chose the
kind
same
of
thing,
how what you
That's
all
edited,
need to
bro.
do,
Yeah.
actually.
That's yeah.
All right.
To con-
Kansippi is not a patient town.
Okay. You guys were all fucking yapping.
Hey, I'm totally cool with you reading
just
things
joking.
over again and taking however much time you need.
Why am I taking a long time? You guys keep
No,
talking.
you're good.
Franco,
dude.
relax.
To
Take
conduct
as
an
much
aerial
time as you
battle,
want.
a DM must know the speed, maneuverability, and attack modes of each creature involved.
Attack modes?
To conduct an aerial battle, a DM must know the speed, maneuverability, and attack modes of each creature involved.
I'm locked in.
Yeah, I got one. I got a guess.
Oh. No. I saw what one you chose.
Let's have it.
All right, this is Nick from Kansippi, a beautiful state with a beautiful town. I did 2E.
I don't know what's
Shade and I did 2E.
I also picked 2E.
You're all wrong as hell.
Oh no!
It's first edition Dungeons and Dragons.
We're so
Already
bad
did this
at
one.
it. We're so bad at this.
There was no clues in that sentence. It was a short one. That was the fun one.
I feel like it was the attack modes that was supposed to like guide us, but I don't even know what they could be referring to.
Hey, shut up. I'm going to keep moving along now.
You know what?
Get him.
This man's been to Kansippi. He's got a real Kansippi vibe.
Get wet.
A spy. Splish splash.
Taking a little bath.
Listen, I'm happy for all of you to just keep fucking talking or whatever. And stuff. I don't really care. A spy can also be gained through corruption. In this latter method, the player/character desiring to acquire a spy in the enemy's camp offers a bribe to some member of that camp.
Huh.
A spy can also be gained through corruption. In this latter method, the player/character desiring to acquire a spy in the enemy's camp offers a bribe to some member of that camp.
Okay.
I've picked mine.
Did my inflection help you?
Yes.
I got one.
Okay, let's have it.
This is Nick from Kansippi, where they have a very wonderful mall. It's not quite as large as the Mall of America, but we think it's pretty cool. And I did a 3E.
It's a lot of talk for a wrong answer. Next one. I'm sorry. I'm just playing around.
I'll keep it short. Shade for E.
Oh, Rio Grande with the 2E.
This is original Dungeons & Dragons.
Fuck yeah.
Wow.
You're all horribly wrong.
Man, we used to be good at this game.
Yeah, you guys are really bad. This is the lowest scoring game yet. Your players have to... Oh, no. I already did this one.
Okay.
Let's refresh. At 5th level, the assassin can no longer be flanked. At 5th level, the assassin can no longer be flanked. At 5th level, the assassin can no longer be flanked.
I have a quick question.
Go faster.
What level before the assassin can no longer be flanked?
You phrased that weirdly, but so I'll just repeat it the way I said it because that was like kind of a weird way to phrase it. So I don't want to be like, I don't want to confuse things or whatever. So I'm just going to repeat the whole thing a fourth time.
Yeah.
At 5th level, the assassin can no longer be flanked.
I hate
Does that help?
everyone in this group so much.
Okay, I got it.
Okay, let's have it.
This is Rio Grande coming at you with 3 edition.
Shade 4.
This is Nick from Kansippi, which actually has...
Rio, you're correct.
Yeah. See, this is the other thing. If you and I are doing the same, but he's done different, he got it right. I know.
If he's done different.
If he done different. Well, it
done
actually
good.
makes sense because I remember when we were playing 4E when we first started, you were like making a big deal around flanking rules and how they were different from before.
Yeah, and he keeps saying at 5th level, the assassin can no longer be flanked.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
he would just say that over and over.
He would.
Like more than 5 times.
Yeah.
I'm going to burn everything.
The referee may allow players to designate one relative of his character to inherit his possessions if, for any reason, the participant unexpectedly disappears with or without death being positively established for a period of 1 game month, let us say. At this time, the relative would inherit the estate of the character, paying a 10% tax on all goods and monies. The relative must start at the lowest level of the class he opts for, but he will have the advantage of the inheritance.
I'm sorry, Zonda, could you repeat that? I'm just kidding.
The referee.
I'm making a strategic choice here. Because I
Okay.
see that Rio has made a specific choice.
You are being very open about your
I with an open hand.
It doesn't matter if you know what I've guessed. You don't know the answer until he says it.
I'm making a strategic choice to do something different from Rio so that in case he is wrong,
So you can
I
be
might
even
pull
more wrong.
ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so this is why it does matter.
Because you can fall even further behind.
That is another
Because
thing that
Rio's
could
correct.
happen.
It is original Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, Rio and Shade, thank you.
Rio and Shade.
It doesn't matter if you can see what I'm picking.
It does, though. Because
the game theory of it.
The game theory of it.
Yeah.
If we were doing this game as though just a test, then you're right, Rio. It doesn't matter. But if we're playing it as a game, it does matter because then there's things.
I don't think it does. That's why I'm doing it this way.
Success makes the thief virtually invisible until he or she moves. Note that spells such as Detect Invisibility or True Seeing will reveal a thief hiding in the shadows if such sight is directed towards him or her.
True seeing, not true sight.
True Seeing. Note that spells such as Detect Invisibility or True Seeing will reveal a thief hiding in the shadows if such sight is directed towards him or her. Let's have it.
Wait. I'm not ready yet.
Oh.
Because you said thief, not rogue. That is
Success makes the thief virtually invisible until
thief is
he
also
or
a
she moves. Note that spells such as Detect Invisibility and True Seeing will reveal a thief hiding in the shadows if such sight is directed towards him or her.
I'm locking in. I'm locking in. I'm ready for Rio to yell at me.
I don't like this, but I'm going to say it's the new stuff.
Whoa.
And I have a reason for it, but I know it's wrong.
Is it to get a
What's
long
your
point?
reason?
Is it to
So
not get a point?
because yeah, right. That's the thing. I remembered that there was some nonsense about how invisibility works in the new stuff that's slightly different.
He said referee.
Did you say referee?
No.
Oh, I heard referee.
Success makes the thief virtually invisible
yeah.
until he or she
No,
moves.
I did 3E because I don't recognize those spells.
I said first edition.
Rio.
Detect invisibility?
Rio, you are correct.
Thank you.
It is first edition Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to do the little slash when getting to 5, and so now I'm very confused.
We're getting crushed.
Yeah, you guys are getting absolutely
How bad is it right now?
We got Nick with 3 points, Shade with 4 points, and Rio with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points.
Yep, that's what I was tracking. Okay.
Hell yeah, man.
There are 4 more questions.
We're able to. There's 37 technically.
There's no way to tell.
There's no way to tell.
That's what you want to hear from the host of the game
Scientists
show.
still don't know where these questions come from.
I can't believe you got so many of these right. It's pretty impressive, to be honest.
Rio is a savant for these.
Maybe
I don't know.
You can't call him a savant. It's not.
Really?
I'm
rude.
too old.
He's too old. Yeah. You have to be young to be a savant. On a successful check, you have the invisible condition. Make note of your check's total, which is the DC for a creature to find you with a wisdom check. Sorry, wisdom.
Also,
parentheses, perception
I thought we were
check.
talking about prodigy.
Okay.
My comment was about the term prodigy, not savant.
On a successful check, you have the invisible condition. Make note of your check's total, which is the DC for a creature to find you with a wisdom perception check.
I got mine.
I gotta guess.
5E for Shade.
5e for Shade?
3 for Mississippi.
2E for Get Wet, Rio Grande River Riders.
This is the 2024 Dungeons & Dragons rules update.
I thought that they switched that to a flat like DC 15. God damn it. Or maybe that's just for the NPCs.
Wow.
Well, maybe I wrote it down wrong.
Don't do that to me.
Nobody knows how these questions are
Maybe
made.
the question is wrong.
It's like where
you looking
eels
it
come
up?
from.
Yeah,
We
I'm
all-
fucking gonna look that
We
up.
know the eels go to this one area, but we have no idea where more eels.
Oh shit, where did you... I feel like I read about that. Or
Yeah, they all
heard
go to
about
like
that
the
recently.
Bermuda Triangle.
Where was this on?
And then they disappear.
Oh, it was...
Did you Bodkin? Did you watch Bodkin by chance?
Oh yeah, I did watch
Okay.
Bodkin.
It's a big central plot point of that.
Yeah, but there's some show. There was a podcast or something that they talked about it recently that I saw.
It's wild. The world is an amazing place.
I guess you can fact check on me.
Seen
and then,
it.
No,
if you're-
this is for my own advocate. Please read the question because I'm gonna just look this up for my
yeah,
own.
Actually, please read the question multiple times.
No. A new question. I mean, I'm just looking up something completely unrelated. So, be fair here.
Metagame thinking means thinking about the game as a game. It's like a character in a movie knowing he's in a movie and acting accordingly. Quote, "This dragon must be a few levels higher than we are," unquote, a player might say. Quote, "The DM wouldn't throw such a tough monster at us." Or you might hear, quote, "The read aloud text spent a lot of time on that door. Let's search it again."
I have my answer.
This is not the first two. I feel like they're talking about movies, and movies were not
I
invented.
feel you guys are
when
just thinking too hard about
D&D
these questions.
started, you know. So
I got
Sure.
mine.
It's pre-movie.
I got mine.
I am going to start. Yep, I'm locked in.
Rio Grande River Riders Get Wet, 4th edition.
Also 4th edition for Shade.
This is Nick from Kansippi, which actually has a really great ice cream industry. I just suggest
You're
everyone
making
to check
me
it out.
hate the city of Kansippi. It doesn't even exist.
5th edition.
This is incorrect. It is not 5th edition. It is 4th edition, Dungeons and Dragons.
Nice, guys. Good job. I'm so
Thank
happy.
That's it. That's the last question.
Oh, that's it.
Oh,
Okay.
damn.
All right. Read it out.
Nicholas, you have
Just
from
asked how many more there were.
There was only 2 left.
Yeah, man.
Nicholas, you got 3 points representing Kansippi.
Yeah.
Shade, Salt Lake City is a little saltier today
Oh, yeah,
with
it's
5
very
points. Rio, they're riding on down to Rio Grande with 8 points.
But really quick, if
Nice.
either Rio or Shade can tell me all of the different things that Kansippi is known for that I mentioned at the start of each question,
Whoa,
I will
shit.
give all of my points. So if someone wants to.
Oh, okay. Do you remember all of them?
I do.
Oh, shit.
You had them all. That was as good as the Mall of America
Yeah.
that you liked just as well. You had your own river.
Yeah.
That was popular. Something about ice cream. Is there an ice cream store?
Ice cream industry. But
Ice cream industry. That's all I got.
Okay. Shade. There's, I think, 2 more that I said.
Couldn't tell you.
All right, Rio gets all the points.
I knew those, but I couldn't tell you anything else.
11 points out of 10 questions.
20 points.
Oh, fuck.
Good time. Good.
11 points. Wow.
Good time.
I'm gonna check how many questions I put on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Thrilling audio. 18,
Editing
15. 15 questions.
There's 15 questions.
It's always 15 questions, turns out.
Wow.
Yeah, it's I've set it up in a little randomizer way, and I'm going to cross all of these off because we've already used them.
What do you think is the weirdest D&D fact that you know?
There are so many weird.
That we know where the
facts.
eels go, but we don't know how they produce more eels.
That's a great one.
I think we did figure that out. It's like a spray of
So pretty much like every other fucking fish.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
Exactly.
Cool.
Shocking.
Only the electric
Shade
eels
is
in the
mad that he's
Amazon.
lost and is the only one who hasn't won yet. the vis-a-vis
Shade,
rules
the trick
expert
is to
at
just
the
kinda
table.
know what the answers
Sure,
are.
yeah.
Okay, well,
Oh yeah. Thanks everybody for listening to
Thank you very
Tabletop.
much for listening. Yeah.
Thanks everybody for listening to Tabletop. If you like this episode of Tabletop, tell us, and that would be nice. And give us 5 stars. Go to tabletopod.com. Email us at tabletopod@gmail.com.
Yeah.
And get at us on the social media.
Get
Tabletop
at us.
Podcast or something like that. Probably at Instagram. We're on Instagram.
we're on Instagram now.
And if you have any questions for us, the expert DMs that we are, or any other questions or whatever, just send them on in. We'll answer them on air, and then we'll have a good time. And hit us up on Discord. We got a Discord up there. It's at the link with tabletopod.com. And that's it. Thanks for listening this far, and we'll see you next time on Tabletop.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Laters.